What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2016 movie, the BFG, which stands for The Big Friendly Giant. So in this movie, a young girl named Sophie is found by a giant and taken to his cave in Giant Land, and he says she has to stay with him and stuff because since she saw him, he doesn't want her going around telling everybody that she saw a giant and have people come hunting after him and stuff, and she can't leave his cave because the other giants in Giant Town would try to eat her and everything, and they form a good friendship and stuff, and they want to get rid of the giants and stuff because they're mean to the BFG and they're a threat to humans and stuff, so they come up with a plan using dreams and stuff to get the queen to get people to imprison the giants. And that's pretty much the story of the movie. There's not a whole lot of stuff going on in this movie, really, to be honest. It's kind of just a little from here to there story. It doesn't have a big conflict or anything like that, really. But of all of the movies that Spielberg did in the last decade, this is the one I've been wanting to see the most. It's taken me a long time to see it. Kind of like with other movies, I checked it out at the Redbox. It didn't work. I had bought a couple copies of it on DVD and they didn't work. I finally got a good copy of it and I watched it tonight for the first time. And I had grown up with the book that this one's based on. It's one of the Roald Dahl books and stuff, and I also used to watch the 1989 animated version all the time as a kid as well, so I was really familiar with the story. And when I heard that Steven Spielberg was directing it, I was really excited and stuff for it. And then the trailers came out and I started seeing the CGI and stuff, and in the trailers the CGI did not look very good, so I kind of got really eerie about it and was like, I'm not really sure that this is going to be a very good movie because it's going to be real CG heavy and everything. But the final product turned out really good, and the CGI is actually pretty good for the most part. It's pretty convincing and stuff. Like the BFG and the other giants actually look really good. They use motion capture and stuff, and most of the time I think motion capture looks terrible. Like Incredible Hulk and stuff in the Avengers movies, he looks absolutely horrible and stuff. And like Planet of the Apes, I know everyone praises those movies for the motion capture stuff, but I think they look absolutely terrible and stuff. But in this movie, the CGI is actually pretty good and stuff. I think that they gave it a big enough budget, and Spielberg is really good with visual effects, so I think that's the main reason why it worked. I think it's the best looking mo capture CGI I've seen in a movie in a long time, probably since Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Which, as far as I know, holds up really well. At least the last time I watched it, I thought he still did. But the CGI is really good in this movie, and I'll admit that even though this movie isn't like one of my most favorite Spielberg movies, I did enjoy it quite a bit, and I love how faithful it is to the book and the original story. I thought they did a good job on that and stuff. They did make little changes, but it for the most part follows the book and stuff really well, and it has some fun moments and stuff, especially like when he's having to fight the giants to protect Sophie, and they make him do this thing with the cars and stuff, and Sophie's in one of the cars and they're rolling down this hill. That was a pretty fun scene to watch. And then when they go to the dream land and stuff, and he's showing her how to capture dreams and stuff, and then how to take them to and show them give them to these kids and stuff. It's really fun moment, really nice scenes where the two of them are bonding and becoming good friends and everything. And then the last act is pretty good, although even in the book and stuff, I never really enjoyed quite as much when they're trying to get the queen and stuff, and they give her the dream and stuff, or they make her have this nightmare thinking the giants are going to attack, and that's why she gets all the people to go after the giants and take them and imprison them. It just kind of felt anticlimactic because it goes by so quickly. The giants don't really even get much of a chance to fight or anything. It just they're easily captured and stuff. And in the movie, instead of putting them in this big pit that's like a huge pit with a big wall covering it where they can't get out and stuff, they're put on this little island where anybody who could just accidentally cross it or whatever. I didn't like that about the movie. I wish I would have kept it with the pit and everything. And in the book, there was a part where 3 drunk men accidentally get into the pit with the giants and they eat them. I wish I would have kept that in there just to show how intimidating these giants could be. I mean, they were already a little intimidating in the movie, but I think they could have done that a little bit better. But I think that they did a decent enough job and everything, trying to make sure that this movie followed the book. I know Spielberg is known for trying to stray away from stuff too, and I like that he actually really stuck close to the story with this one and everything, and that might be because Walden Media was involved. And I know when they adapt books and stuff, especially like when they did with Bridge to Terabithia and Chronicles of Narnia, they really stuck to the books and stuff, and they did it with this one too. Mark Rylance is really great as the BFG. He was perfectly cast and everything, and he was great in here. And Ruby Barnhill as Sophie was pretty good, although the character kind of annoyed me, like the way she would repeat herself and everything over and over again, trying to, whenever she would ask him a question, she would say the question over and over again. It kind of got annoying. I mean, yeah, he was kind of annoying her, but it was just the way she did it and stuff. It just got on my nerves. But I think the actress wasn't really the problem. I think it was just the way the dialogue and stuff was written. It was kind of annoying. John Williams did the score for this, and I thought it was decent, but I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed in his score. I was hoping for a little bit better, more of a fantasy feel to it, like reminiscent of Harry Potter, but it didn't really get that. The score just was okay. Not his best work, not absolutely terrible. I mean, most of the time his work isn't bad or anything. Even his weaker ones aren't really bad, so I wouldn't say it was terrible or anything. But yeah, so all in all, I think the BFG is a fun movie. It could have been a little bit better, I guess, but it was a really good adaptation of the story and everything. I didn't enjoy it quite as much as I was expecting, but I still liked it quite a bit. And I think it's cool that they got the screenwriter from E.T. to come into do this movie and stuff too, because this was like his first big family movie in a long time. I think it was, I mean, I guess you could count The Adventures of Tintin as a family movie too, but like this movie was more aimed at families and kids and stuff. Probably his first one like that since like Hook or something. But I think it's a fun movie, and it's not one of his best or anything, but it's still a good movie, and I'd watch it every now and then. I'd say I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. But yeah, so let me know in the comments what you think of the BFG, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.